Okay, guys, I am back. Now, remember I told you guys that because I cannot do my pre-recorded um, videos, which you guys would normally watch at your leisure, I have to do it through a live stream. However, so this is not going, you don't have to be interactive, but I just wanted to dispel this information to you out there and just touch on some topics concerning feminine issues and stuff like that. So, good morning to everybody, and thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. As you know, my YouTube channel, you can find me on YouTube under the name Lisa Bell. Click and subscribe, and you can watch. I have a number of videos there that were pre-recorded, and you can like the videos, and don't forget to click on the bell that gives you the notifications whenever I have uploaded a new video. Having said that, getting that out of the way, today's video will be sent to, well, this live will be also sent to YouTube. So that's quite fine. If you do not get to watch it now, you can go on the YouTube link and you can look at it then. I thank you guys for always supporting me in my videos, and since I started doing this the blogs, I've had a lot of support. I've met a lot of new friends, and I am really thankful for that. Unfortunately, this is a time where we are under quarantine, so we're locked in our homes. So some of us, we do not have much to do, so that's why I am using this platform right now to basically like send out my messages as quickly as I can, because these are things that I wanted to talk about for a while. And hi, Cindy, thank you so much for coming on. I know and I do appreciate that there are lots of lives going on as I speak. So I thank you very much. Even if you like the video, I am still thankful. Even if some of you watch it later, guess what? I am still thankful. Remember, gratitude in everything. But I want to start this live now. And I just want to start off by this. Now, I told you guys that I was going to talk on some topics, and I told you that there are feminine issues that I wanted to address. Well, just let's kind of talk to you about. And guys, you are welcome to listen in as well, because hi, Maximum Gill, thank you so much. Because these topics that I am going to speak about, these affect you guys too, because when you have a wife, a girlfriend, a partner who have feminine issues, it affects you, because it affects obviously your sex life with this person. It affects everything. It affects your happiness and your unhappiness. That's how you get affected. So I know that these videos, men, you can feel free to listen in. Trust me, you will learn something today. Now, it has been like a taboo, a plague that a lot of women do not like to talk about feminine issues. And I think that is our downfall. Why are we so ashamed to talk about our issues? Why are we so ashamed to let somebody know, well, I got so and so? The reason why I am doing this right now is because I want you guys to know. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Joyce. I want you guys. Hi, Ria. Thanks for coming on. Because I want you guys to know that feminine issues can attack anybody. It's not something that you tell yourself, yeah, I am the only one success. No, Ria, no. So that's why I'm doing this now, because we women go through so much things and we suffer in silence. And if you have a partner and that partner does not understand what you're going through, it makes it worse. Okay, you have to have supportive people around you when you have feminine issues. Now listen to this, right? Guys, I used to be real kind. I didn't want to say, I got some confessions. I used to be like, hello, miserable. sometimes around a certain time. And although I grew up in school and and we went through all of the lectures about puberty and stuff like that, you know that I kind of like, as a woman, I grew up and forget that, hey, you know that coming around to your cycle, you'll be extremely miserable. Listen, trust me, don't come around me when it's that time. Here, yes, Sylvester, I have to talk my talk. Yes, thank you for coming on. Yes, and I used to be so miserable. And I remember there sometimes our partners think that we are just being miserable, and they're like, I'm gonna leave the house because I don't know what's wrong with you. But no, guys, our hormones go all over the place. You hear what I tell you? And when you reach a certain age, like I am 44. So from the time I was in my late 30s, yes, I was like real fretful coming around to that time. You know, nobody will tell me anything because, you know, I can snap. So what we were not told, and constantly it was not fished at us, is that hormones, you know, they offset our whole mood. We were only told that in secondary school, but nobody did not go into it. Like, you know, even in a workplace, sometimes you go into a workplace and you come into work and you're having you know, that time for you, and a lot of people might not understand why you ain't feel like talking, or they might not understand like why she getting also withdrawn in it. Hello, it's because that our hormones are off whack and we're not in that mood. And maybe if I talk to you, I can snap at you. Anyway, guys, let me tell you about my journey. About 3 years ago, I realized that I realized that I was feeling like this little hard thing right in my lower abdomen. And I got scared and I was like, you know, us women, the first thing that we sense in our bodies that feels a little unusual, the first thing we say is cancer. So I was like, what is this hard thing here? And I realized that I feel it more when when I'm ovulating, when I'm about to 2 weeks into having my menstrual cycle. So I was like, what's that? It is cancer? Calling stupid things on myself. But anyway, so I that particular year, I was very curious and I was very uneasy about it. So I remember I went and I booked to have a complete physical. So I had blood tests, I had the physical, you had your pap smear, I had blood tests for every disease you could think about, every sexually transmitted disease that a woman can go through. I went and I had that physical, and you know, one blood test, and it tests for all of those things, right? So I even had the AIDS test and all. So I remember my gynecologist, she said, okay, well, you know that if I call you with some bad news, you know, if I don't call you, it means everything is good. But if I do call you, you got something to worry about. Anyway, so I was just waiting on these results and waiting and waiting. I realized that she called me. It was like, sometimes can really call you and just say, well, okay, everything is good too, you know. But anyway, she didn't. But as time passed by, remember, guys, I am not a big person, and my tummy was real flat. My tummy was nice and flat. I never had much butt, but my tummy was flat. And I told myself, but my stomach getting bigger and bigger and bigger. What really happening? And I started to think that because I was gaining weight a bit, maybe that is the reason. And then for my cycle, it started to get a little all over the place. So some days when everybody's having like a 5-day or 7-day cycle, I was actually having just 3 days. So I was like, okay, 3 days, well, you know what, I'm glad enough. But guess what? That was actually premenopausal, because ladies and guys, Maximus and Sylvester, if you have partners, women can go into premenopausal from as early in your 30s. A lot of people told us, oh, it's when you reach 50 and when you reach 40. And no. You can go into premenopausal symptoms very early. Please let me stop here and make a disclaimer. I am not a gynecologist. I am not a physician. I am just giving you my experiences and the knowledge that I have compiled, because this is my body, and I make sure that I know everything about it. So that I'm just giving you that information. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not operating in the capacity of being a doctor. Okay, I'm still a learning progress myself, but I'm just going to share some things with you. And if you can look at the video here, I wanted to share a lot of these things that I want to show y'all the life, how miserable this certain things can have us, right? Anyway, so after I realized that my tummy just kept protruding all the time, I thought it very strange. And I would do my self-examinations. I would lay on my bed, on my back, and I would just like feel stuff. And I was like, wait. Does that seem a little hard thing that feel a little bigger now? So to fast forward, these fibroids were growing so they just kept growing. But what I did not know, and what I was not educated about to know about, was that my diet was making these fibroids grow worse. I did not know that. So guys, as you would see, sometimes I would post a lot of junk food. I would post about certain things that I was consuming, not knowing that these are the things that were attributing to how these fibroids were growing in my tummy. So now I'm very stubborn. I'm January born, and I'm a bit stubborn. So I was like, well, let me tell you something. I have a sweet tooth, and I like to eat junk food, and I like my chocolates, and I like certain things. So I don't know how me and this gonna come about. So I still kept eating whatever I wanted. I just kept eating. And I had like a Coke. I like a Coke, so I like sodas. So I realized that the more that my diet was not restricted, my tummy was getting bigger and bigger. Now, when these things got into the second phase and they started to affect now my cycle, which was 3 days, I started to realize, wait, with this thing going on, it's becoming a little heavier, and it is going past 3 days. So I said, okay, this is beginning to seem serious. Anyway, what made me like become really aware that something was wrong was I was at work, and I realized that I was tired and I was short of breath. I could not breathe. I was having a cycle, and I realized that I couldn't breathe. I was like gasping. So I didn't like how my heart was palpitating. So I said, no, this didn't feel right. So I finished off work, left, and went straight to my doctor. So when I went to the doctor, she asked me a whole number of questions, and then she said to me, when she examined my tummy, she said, wait, hold on, I feel something. And I was like, she feels something, she better not come telling me when a pregnancy here. Don't come telling me you feeling up my tummy and telling me you feel something. When us women, the first thing we can think, pregnant? Anyway, not at this age. So when she said she felt something, that's when she told me she believed that she asked me some questions, and she said, well, I believe that you have fibroids. So I said to her, but what does that have to do with my breathing? She said, first of all, I'm going to send you to get a hemoglobin test. Now, a hemoglobin test is to test your red blood cells and your white blood cells to see the level that they're at. Basically, all that fancy talk is basically to see if you are anemic. So I knew that I was anemic like years ago when I had my surgery with my son. I knew that I was anemic, but I thought that I built back up my body and everything was okay. So I wasn't thinking nothing about anemia. Hi, Stephen. Hi. Thanks for joining. So I went then, and I did the blood test to find out if I was anemic. And she was like, yeah. So when it came back, my blood count was ridiculously low. My blood count, it was at 11. Okay? Now, normally, from what my GP tells me, your blood count should be above 13. Okay, that's an acceptable one. Doctors, if I have any doctors on right now, y'all can correct me. But that is what I was told. I said, wait, this thing at 11 though. I don't know if I comfortable with this, but it was causing me to breathe. It was giving me, shortness of breath, and I started to think all kind of things. Hi Corey, I'm so happy that you men are in, because I don't want that you men think that that these things don't affect you, because as I said, Sylvester, Maximus, as I said, these things affect you guys, because if you have a partner, you need to understand why she is behaving the way she is, and you need to be a little more understanding. So that's why I am so welcoming you guys on this live. So as I was saying, after I realized then that I was anemic and everything, she said to me she's a bit concerned and she is going to transfer me to the hospital. Guys, I'm going to tell you, right? I believe that I pay taxes, and I believe I don't. Unfortunately, I have a life insurance, but I did not. Well, that was then, but I didn't have a health insurance. So I was turned over to the hospital, and I was thinking that, oh yeah, my private doctor sent me to the hospital, so everything will go smooth and everything will be fast. So when she sent me over to the hospital, I made the appointment. When I went to the hospital, obviously my stomach just kept growing, so it kept protruding. I'm a small person, and here I am like a lizard, like swallow a marble with this big tummy in front of me. Everybody wanted to know, is she pregnant? And I can tell you something, it damages a little bit of your self-esteem. It does. I'm a bit comfortable now. That's what I'm talking about it. But I am telling you, I used to feel real. I used to feel bad. And, like for instance, even like you with your partner, and you take off your clothes, and this thing in front here, this tummy in front here, I used to be like, turn off your lights. You understand? So this is how it affects you guys, right? Because what you guys might not understand is that us women, we are sometimes embarrassed. Hi Cindy again. Sometimes we are embarrassed to, like let you guys see us. And you might say you want a strong woman, and you want a woman that is ever so, bold and everything. But guys, there are so many things that happen to us that kind of like depletes us. It makes us feel like, like we're not beautiful, we're not attractive and stuff like that. Even like stretch marks on our tummies. Sometimes you guys have no idea how we hate that. So when a woman has her feminine issues, it kind of like, it does a bit of damage in your relationship, because number one, let's get onto some cozy talk here now. Number one, that woman might not want sex. She might not feel like sex, and you might not understand it, because the thing about it is that how you guys were created, you guys are not like us. Hi Sean. Well, yeah. Hi guys. You guys are not like us. We kind of like, we gravitate to sex. Well, first of all, you can be kind of Coley will rejoin the day, and then only at night you're mushing up to us. We don't deal with that. Women are creatures of emotions. So we like a lot of attention, and we like that. We also like a lot of validation, and we like a lot of compliments, guys. Y'all hearing this? We like compliments. So even though I look like a lizard that swallow a marble and my tummy is protruding, I still expect to hear a compliment. I still expect that when I put on the little lingerie, the little sexy nightie, and I'm going into bed, I still expect you to say, oh gosh, baby, you look sexy. I don't expect you, I'm speaking in general, okay? I do not expect you to look and say, you getting fat though. Y'all men are very guilty at that, right? Sorry. Let me apologize. Some of you, let me see some comments. Let me see these comments. Some of you can, without knowing, that's what I like to, yes, Maxima, that's what I like to educate men too. Because some of you might not understand what all these feminine issues is doing to our self-esteem, and sometimes it does a lot of internal to us. So we do not feel attractive anymore. So we need you guys more than ever to keep reassuring us that we look good. You understand? We need you guys to keep doing it. Okay? So don't stop. So Sylvester, Maximus, you know, Stephen, if you guys have kind of like dropped the ball in complimenting your wives and your girlfriends and stuff like that, pick it back up, because we just need it, and it's going to make your sex life even better. Because when a woman feels appreciated, and when she feels as though she doesn't have to hide from you, your sex life is going to be better. Okay, there is nothing better than having a woman who is confident in not just herself, but she's also confident enough to come in the bedroom and take off all her clothes and walk through the house naked. That is very, what you would call, is very sexy. Okay? So in order for us to feel comfortable doing that, we don't need you all to be saying, you put on some weight though. That ain't fitting you no more. We don't need that. We know it ain't fitting. Okay? So ladies, so obviously, so I've been turned over to the hospital. Now I have been on the hospital waiting list for going 2 years. I think February would make it 2 years that I have been on that waiting list to get my surgery. Yes, I know some of you might say, but Lisa, when you going to get surgery? When you want to get cut? Guys, I have my son already. He's 24 years old. You know, I always talk about him like he's a little baby, right? But it's just that he's my only child. And you know how he is. But I have a son already, so I know what it feels to be a mom. And at this age, I do not want another child. So men, this is when you come into play now. So you have a partner who have a feminine issue. She might have fibroids, or she might have this horrible condition that a lot of women suffer from called endometriosis. Okay? Now, that woman has to go through some surgery. So with that surgery, now there are extensive surgeries. Hi, Michelle. There are extensive surgeries, and then there are, just minor. So what I'm trying to say, without being too open out there, is that there are surgeries where you do not have to take away everything that makes you feminine. Okay? So when a woman now is going through that phase where she has to now go get that surgery, she needs you also, men, to be very understanding. I don't want to hear a man saying, so wait, how this gonna affect me in bed? Huh? I don't expect to hear you guys saying that. That's not what we want to hear. We want to hear, babe, whatever you do, your health is more important to me than anything. I'm going to love you the same regardless. Ladies, am I wrong? Cindy, am I wrong? Joyce, am I wrong? Rhea, am I wrong? That is what we want to hear. We want reassurance that whatever we go through, you're still going to love us the same. So I am scheduled for my surgery, and I've been on that waiting list, as I told you, this is 2 years now. I am actually scheduled to have that surgery in about, this is April, in 5 months. Now, because I have been on a waiting list, it means that I would have had a hospital bag packed for 2 years, because the same day that I was going to hospital is the same day that they called me and said, oh, we have to reschedule your surgery. Then I had another date, and they rescheduled it again. So this is actually my third day, and my doctor has promised me, I don't know with the COVID-19 what is going to happen now, but he has promised me, because obviously my complications are getting worse, he has promised me that this is it. So in about 5 months or so, I will be going to have this general surgery. I'm not afraid. Actually, I'm welcoming this, because it's going to make life easier for me. As a woman, it's going to make, your personal life, it's going to make everything kind of like be a little better. Because as I said, these things affect your self-esteem, and they really have you feeling so overwhelmed at times. I have had cases where people saw my tummy and said, I remember one time I was walking through Bridgetown, And a man said to me, "Congrats, your first one." Guys, I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't got to tell you how embarrassed I was, but you know me, I look back and smile. Cause you ain't to know that dino baby in there. So I just look back and you understand? But it's someone that I knew too. That had not seen me for a while. But yes, so when our tummies get protruding, it looks as though we're pregnant. And my last visit that I went to the hospital, my gynecologist, he said to me, well, when he did the ultrasound, he was like, "Lisa, you are actually like 35, no, 36 weeks pregnant. Your uterus is like 36 weeks pregnant." Guys, this is sensitive information I'm sharing with you because you know what? If people used to share information, it could help each other. I strongly believe that. It's not about being private and all of that. We women always want hush hush thing. Hello, I, Lisa, have 5 boys and they make my life a living hell. But guess what? When I talk to you about it, what I am doing is I want to show you some of the things that I have been using of recent that helps me a lot because before I did not used to invest in anything. I used to just, depend on, nature to make it and come, get rid of the cycle, and just let me, be normal. What I did is I adjusted my clothes in that I started to wear clothes that were much looser. So yes, guys, again, when y'all see us wearing loose things and y'all want us to wear these little sexy things that stick on, no, we cannot wear them. Because when we wear them, it's going to make us look more like a lizard that swallowed a marble. So yes, it affects the way that we dress then, okay? Because we obviously want to camouflage the fact that we have a protruding tummy. So over the course of 3 years, that's how long I've had this, I would have spent hundreds of dollars on stuff to basically balance my hormones because guess what, guys? The fibroids is really an off balance of the hormones. It is generic, but it also is the off balance of the hormones because what happens is that your body now is correct me if I'm wrong. Your body is producing more estrogen than normal, and it's because you've gone into. Hi, Tanya, you are a nurse, so you know what I'm talking about. What happens is that your body has produced is producing more estrogen than the norm, obviously because you're to a certain age, like me in my 40s, even when you get to maybe in your late 30s, this can happen too. So because my body is producing, hi Hal, so because my body is producing more estrogen than normal, what happens is that my hormones are off balance. That's why sometimes I tell y'all I might look like I angry, but that's just a mood swing. It is nothing personal. It really is nothing personal when a woman, your partner, your wife, your girlfriend, hi Garfield, it is nothing personal when that woman is not feeling up to sex. It's nothing personal. Y'all might think it is personal. It's not personal. Women go through a lot. So I spent thousands of dollars investing in this. This is dandelion. Oh my gosh, look. This is grapefruit seed extract. Primrose, evening primrose. The same black seed oil that I told y'all about. And I got lots more stuff, But the last thing that I invested in that I found that worked for me, I am not going to give the name of the place, but it is a very recognized herbal. Hi Julie, nice to have you on. But this is it's a highly recognized place in Barbados, situated on the south coast in Christchurch, that sells a lot of natural products. I am not advertising for anybody, so I'm not calling no names. So I must say that when I went, this place is a bit expensive though. And I heard it on the radio because yes, they do have the radio ads and stuff like that. And I said to myself, all right, I can go in there and I can look and I can see what these people have. Guys, these two little things cost me a bundle. Way over $200. Close to $3. However, I don't want to discourage you, but what I can say, if you have any feminine issues like the fibroids, the endometriosis. I call it now wrong because that is tied up my tongue. Somebody help me to pronounce it. Endometriosis. Right. So if you have any feminine problems, I must suggest that to me, the best way to deal with feminine problems is not to go and take pharmaceuticals. Please, I am only saying this as my opinion. What I am saying is that we have enough toxins going on out there, and why add more toxins and things that would damage your body? Why add more by taking, all of these over-the-counter medicines or getting prescriptions? I'm going to tell you all a story about what a prescription medicine did to me. It caused me to go down to the hospital to get it. I had to get in my car. I had to let my son drive me to the hospital. I almost died. So that's what, and this is because of the same fibroid condition. Because what they did is they gave me something to stop my menstrual flow. But what they did not tell me is that I was going to be in so much excruciating pain that what happened is that the pain was so severe. I just decided one day I'm not taking these tablets no more. So 2 days, right? I didn't take these tablets for 2 days. Let me tell you something. When that cycle came, I don't want to have to tell you, but remember the woman in the Bible with the issue of blood? Trust me, it was not easy. It was not easy for me. I don't know. I have some pictures that I even posted when I said I had recovered. I had lost so much weight. This thing drained the living daylights out of me. So that's why I am saying for us women, to me, my preference is that I'm not taking medicine. I would rather go the unconventional way, which is the herbal way. Because I strongly believe that when Jehovah God created this earth, he placed all the answers and all the cures in this earth. It's just that some of us, a lot of people want to make fast money, and a lot of people have not tapped into the resources. I'm so glad that I am seeing more than ever a lot of people who are using natural stuff. I'm glad I'm seeing that now, and we got to embrace it. It's better than taking all of these tablets and all that. We're giving ourselves a lot of unnecessary diseases and stuff like that. So I went into this place in Christchurch, as I told you, and I bought these. Okay, this one, guys, don't laugh. I'm going to be very, very, very open here because we're all adults. The lady warned me when I bought this one, right? I don't know if y'all could see the name of it, right? But I am going to tell you the name of it. I can't get everything pronounced, but it is Himalayan Niagara. That word Niagara sound familiar to some of y'all men. Niagara, Viagra. Okay, good. So yes, clap for you guys. Yes. So the same way that you have Viagra, which helps with your helps men who or what you call it? I can't remember what you call it. Men who are impotent, right. How that Viagra helps you guys to have your erection. Well, this is a female form, but instead we don't have anything to have an erection. No, guys. But what this one does is this balances my hormones. Okay, so this goes into my body and this works and this aligns everything. This kind of calms down everything, soothes everything in my body. So it soothes my hormones. But guys, I'm gonna tell you what it does to me. Y'all wanna know? I ain't got no little children in this chat. This gives you some serious feelings. Yes, it does. So, ladies, it is good. Men, it is good. But you got to be prepared for what it does to you too. It gives you, it heightens your sex, your urge for sex. Yeah. So just like how the men have the Viagra. This is Niagara, but this makes you, feel the urge to have sex all the time. So, but what it does, but that's not the reason why you're taking it. You're taking it because it balances and it soothes. The hormones, so everything kind of like goes down. Hi, Maureen, another nurse on. She can attest to some of the medical terms and that terminologies that I am using as well. So that is what this does. This now, the name of this is Shitaviri. I probably calling this wrong. Yeah, this is it. Oh lordy, right? So with the two of these combined, these had, I must say that I had a great relief with using these in terms with my fibroids, because what this does, this all these are plant based, obviously. Okay, they're natural. They take a little longer, but they work, and you can feel them working. And I must say, it also grows your hair and all that too. Yes, but with this here now, this is actually some herbs that, like for instance, like with my irregular cycle and stuff like that, and this would help with it. And this would help with some of the pain, the excruciating pain that I go through. So yes, but you must take the two of them together. So I take these, guys, y'all think us women go through a little bit. So I have to take these twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. And I have to take 2 of these and 2 of these, 2 to 3 times a day. Okay, yes, they work. They kind of like bring back your body to normalcy. Yes, it takes time, but they work. Okay, but guess what? As you would know with anybody's body, after a while, your body gets so accustomed to something that I find sometimes you don't feel as though it's working anymore. So this is where it gets frustrating for me now, and I have to move on to something else now. So in my frustration, guys, that's why I tell you, you have to have a partner that understands stuff. Do not get vexed when that lady does not want to have sex. She does not want to have sex because she have the fibroids, and she ain't in that mood. Because the thing about these fibroids is that they kind of have you. Sometimes you have 2 periods in a month, okay? And sometimes your mood, you're in so much pain with these fibroids. You're in a lot of pain. It's like every day you are in pain. But God has been good to me, that I must say that I don't really get like those really, really horrible symptoms like some of my friends that have told me. I get bad ones, but they're not overly bad. Guys, after my body got accustomed to these, I had to revert to something. A friend of mine told me about this here. Oh no, I should have taken this for the morning. This is, look at what name. Right? I'm not advertising for anybody, but this is a local farm herbalist that did this, that is doing this one. It's a liquid form, and it is okay, you just do it like that. So it's liquid, and I take under my tongue. I have to, every single day, I have to take this, and every single day and twice a day. 6 drops of these under my tongue is what I use. And guys, I gotta tell y'all something, right? Y'all think my belly looked big yesterday, right? My belly was worse than that. This helped me. This helped me because this takes away the bloating. I'm going to tell you some of the ingredients, ladies, that is in here. I don't know this, but they got this print so fine that I don't even know. My glasses alone can't even help me with this one. So don't laugh at me when I pull it across. So right, that's just the old age stepping into. But I wish I had a magnifying glass right now, though. But this one has, okay, I'm going to tell you what this is for. So it has other health benefits such as these. So it's for diabetes. Us women and men, we have diabetes. Well, he might have one for a man though. But for right now, this is a feminine one. So this is good for diabetes, blood purification. So it's also a detox. Remember, a lot of things that is inside of our body is a lot of the toxins that have built up in there. And some of them have come together and formed cells and all kinds of stuff. Here, I'm telling you, you got to detox your body. So this is a blood purification. This is good for cancer. This is good for infertility. So if some of y'all women out there who trying for a baby for the longest time and can't get no children, try it. So this is also good for hormonal balancing, which is me. That one is for me. This is good for water retention, obviously, because you're bloating. 2 weeks into your cycle, you kind of bloat. Yes, guys, so we don't want y'all continue telling me that we look fat. We bloating, okay? Understand the terminology. Don't tell me I look fat. Tell me, babes, you're bloating. Good. Moving on. It's good for menopause. So you know that us women, oh my God, that's the dreaded word for us menopause. So this is good for menopause. It is good for IBS. I'm not sure what that is. It's also good for STD infection. So I guess if somebody have any infections, this is good for it. And it makes sense because this is a detox, so it will purify the blood. And remember, a lot of diseases are they're hidden in the blood. A lot of things are in our body because our bodies need purifying. It is for thyroids. It is for acid reflux. You can use it for arthritis. You can use it for high cholesterol, and you can use it for inflammation. Now, inflammation, it can go is any part of the body. So my two nurses that are on, y'all could correct me, but inflammation can go any part of your body. You can have inflammation in your knees. You can have inflammation in your joints and stuff like that. So these are things. So use the non-conventional methods if you can, and if you prefer. I am not forcing anybody. I'm just telling you what works for me and what I find that I'm a bit comfortable using now. But I'm getting back to you men, and I'm getting back to how now. I just want to get that out of the way to show you one of the things. This is how we need men to be a little more understanding and be appreciative that our bodies go through a little more than you. You guys probably just have to battle with, maybe getting overly excited and then something happens down there and you can't get it done, blah, blah, blah. That's all y'all probably would have to battle with. Apart with, obviously the chronic diseases like the diabetes and blah, blah, blah. But us women, we got so much more to deal with on top of that. Okay? So if you have a partner, like for instance, like me, when is that coming around to that time in the month? When I'm having that time in the month, I just gotta go and take a hot water bottle and put on my stomach and all that. And if you don't have a partner that is understanding, and a partner is gonna say, look, I want that when I can't walk and I cannot do anything, I want my partner to step up to the plate. And I want him to be able to come, cook the meal. I want him to be able to go and heat that water bottle and come and place it here. I want him to even be able to rub my tummy for me. This is how you form a lot of intimacy. This is another form of intimacy, Guys, intimacy is not just, hi Sharon. Intimacy is not just sex. Intimacy is how you take care of that woman before y'all actually head in the bedroom, Because a lot of men do not understand, and that's why I say that women would cheat, because y'all men, it's not that women are worthless, as we will call it in the Caribbean. It's not that we are promiscuous. It is that sometimes when a woman lacks attention, when she's not given the right attention, because remember, we females are creatures of emotion. We are more sensitive than you guys. So we like that attention. We like the validation for you guys to keep telling us how nice we look. So, even again, as I said, even if the little tummy protruding like a lizard that swallowed marble, we don't want you to be outright coming out and saying, that ain't too tight for you, or you don't see how that got you. No. And then you want to come into the bedroom in the nighttime thinking that we're going to have sex. Hell no. No. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. So guys, this is how you can play your part in being supportive to your partner. And remember, you might not have, who's on my live now? Hi Sharon. Who's on my live now? You might not have a partner that have some of these problems. She might not have the fibroids, and she might not have the endometriosis. But guess what? She might be a woman that has horrible period pains. You still need to be supportive. And I want to say something to you guys too. I don't have little children on my life, right? But I want to say something to you guys. Do not run down our cycle. Let us women have our cycle in peace. When I give you the okay, that is okay, is where you should come and blah blah. But we do not want you all, hi Sharon, we do not want you all running down our cycles. It's bad enough that we have to go through them. But it is also worse when we have our cycle and you are, before the 4th day, you checking in. Don't ask me how one of this check in, because I want to know how one of this check in. But y'all checking in. Knock, knock. Everything good? All clear? This is what some of y'all do. Let us have our cycles in peace. Let us finish up our cycles in peace. Most women, and I know my women that is on here, will tell you, guys, it's not, no, don't be offended. It's not an offense. But what we like to finish our cycles in peace. Ladies, give me some hearts if I'm talking the truth. I am serious. We like to have our cycles. We like our cycles to end in peace. We do not want you running us down. Okay? Remember, our body has gone through 5 or sometimes, well, for some women it's 3, for some women it's 4, for some women it's 5, for some women it's 7. Our bodies have just gone through a week of a little, immense stress with the cycle. Kindly let the cycle end in peace. All of these things you ever hear all of these things is what's helping a relationship, You see when a woman feel as though you are running her down, you cannot even wait. Yes, Sandrine. Yes, Charmaine. Yes, Precious. You see when you're all behaving as though y'all can't wait. That's got me so upset. I don't know about nobody, but that's got me real ticked off. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, give me a break now. Let me be. I will let you know when I'm ready, But that's how a lot of relationships, there's a lot of animosity in relationships because you guys are sometimes a little too insensitive. Okay? And we have our cravings and stuff like that. So do not go out and hang with the guys and drink your beer. And to tell the truth, you tell me every cent that you're going to bring home. Let me see. You tell me every cent you're going to bring home a liver cutter from Pink Star for me because I craving this savory thing. And you out having your beers, enjoying yourself. I am home in all my cravings. I'm waiting for my liver cutter from Pink Star. You ain't get there with it yet. You expect that when you come home, you want sex. No. You should have come home every cent and bring the liver cutter. You understand me? Good. You should have bring it. So if you want, yes, Esther. So if you want for us to be very susceptible and receiving to you when it comes to sex, please make it a haven for us. Do not, I saw this saying, it said, do not create hell. Wait, I don't think I'm saying it right. Oh, some men want an angel, but they have her living in hell. Something like that. Right. So I'm going to say, if you want that woman to be all nice and sexy and ready for you by the time you get in, don't play that you coming home late. And don't talk about if she ever tell you to bring something for her and you coming in later. Charmaine, Esther, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not pinpointing you guys thing, but I'm just calling out names at random. Y'all know, right? We do not want that. We do not want that. We will give way to if you came home late because work related. I could understand that. But some of you guys want to do as you like and then come home and you're ready for the bedroom. It don't work like that. No. It don't work like that. I am bashing with it, right? I educated you all. Right? Because when I say that I don't do videos and lives and include you all. So I am just educating you all in my findings and in my doing my survey with my women, my ladies. These are the things that we just talk about in our group. So yes, we don't only be talking about how we want our hair done and our nails done. We don't only be talking about these things. We just be talking about how inconsiderate some men are. To know that you're going through your feminine issues, your endometriosis, and you're going through your fibroids, and there are other conditions out there that women go through. Sometimes they got women that didn't knee hurting them, they got fluid in their knee. You really think that a woman with fluid in her knee going to go into the acrobatic positions that you think that she should go in? I want y'all to have a little consideration, okay? Yes, when a woman reaches a certain age too, she cannot be an acrobat. No, That's why it's so important to, when you are dating someone or you're married to someone, that person have to be very understanding of the type of woman that he has, and that he does not think that she is supposed to operate like she's a machine, nor does he think that she has to behave as though she is 15, 16 years old. When you have a woman over a certain age, she is not the same as a 16-year-old. And there's the pro and the con. Yes, you might say, yes, you want something young and vibrant, right? But guess what? Men, if you want something young and vibrant, look out to pull out some good money. Because no young girl ain't want nobody that can't get you nothing. Because obviously she's very high maintenance. The hair gonna want doing. And it ain't gonna be like me that got my hair in one hand and stuff like that. She want Remy. And she want the Remy that costs $500. Okay? So she don't want that kind of thing. She don't want this. So when y'all want the young girls, bear in mind that is what the young girl wants. She wants the money for the Remy. She wants the nails done every 2 weeks on the dot. And like mine that want doing, and I could say, all right. She wants those nails done on the dot. And by the way, you gotta get you vex money too. So the pros and the cons in sometimes that y'all men would prefer younger women, I want you to understand that sometimes having a younger woman is a good headache. Ladies, y'all understanding me? Am I wrong? I talking madness? I don't think I talking madness. When men up and say that they do not want a woman over this age, because I listen to men too. I got a lot of men friends, that converse with me. Because I love conversations. Huh? And I just hear men say, me, I want a young thing. I want somebody that can keep me. And I'm gonna tell you something. Some of y'all older men too. I can touch base on this too a little later. Why some of y'all older men is want to go look for young girls? Y'all want the younger girls all in? I hope y'all know that you gotta maintain these young girls. I am saying, with all jokes aside, I am saying if you have a partner and she is of a certain age, yes, Tanya, if you have a partner and she is of a certain age, you need to love and respect and honor that woman here, because you do not know, you might not know what you're going to pick up. Some women, because obviously, as I said, because of the hormonal imbalances and the little feminine issues that she might have to go through, that might be the only reason. And I can tell when some young girls can't cook, and some y'all men like when the belly. Some men like to eat, when I like the stomach. So some young girls, I can tell you something. You better go at your fit and buy you going by the young girl, right? Y'all men that y'all want to go by the young girls, right? And cheat when your girlfriends and wives at home, right? But guess what? You're gonna end up spending more money on that young girl than the wife, because when that young girl come in by you, sinuses. When that young girl come in by you, when you going by that young girl, you know what she gonna tell you? I will tell you passing. You gonna say the time. You know what's the next word? You could bring a snap box for me. Are you wrong? You could bring a snack box for me. You could stop at Chicken Barn. Go home to your wife and let her cook you a good home cooked meal. So you see how there's an off balance in that, yes, you might prefer something younger and perkier and more energetic, but look at the downfall. Look at the off balance. The wife home might cook food. She can peel the potatoes, the sweet potatoes and the eddies, and she can got everything there nice and cooking up there for you. What the young girl gonna tell you? Stop by Chicken Barn. Young people, I know I got some young ones on my page. Please, I beg you. I only generalizing in my topic. Okay, don't kill me. I'm not saying that every young person is the same. I'm not saying that every old person is the same. I'm not saying that every man is the same. I'm not saying every woman is the same. We're just generalizing, to give you a broad spectrum of what happens in general. This is real life that we're talking about. That's why I'm doing this video uncensored, unfiltered. We are all grown-ups here. There's no obscenity in my videos. We are just talking as, hi, Bali, I am talking about men and being supportive to your wife or your girlfriend. I am also talking about sometimes how men would prefer, some of you, you go and you might do a little cheating and you might prefer a younger woman as opposed to an older woman because you might be complaining that that older woman has too much ailments. She got little feminine issues. She might have, the monthly issues. Which might be causing her to have different conditions such as the fibroids or something called endometriosis and different things. So sometimes that drives you guys to go and like younger women. But what I am saying, Bali, what I was saying is that sometimes you guys go out there and you like the younger women and you end up spending more money because the older woman is going to be home and she's going to cook you that meal because she has a lot of her old time, principles and morals. Yes, Julie, it is true. It is true, right? But y'all don't see the ratio. Y'all don't see the off balance because you're not looking at the fact that the young girl gonna do the acrobatic positions and she gonna do all this and she gonna do all that. But y'all are not seeing that you are wasting money and you will never please her because after a certain time, hello, I knew that was somebody coming. Give me a minute, guys. Oh dear, my door is locked. Sweetie Pooh, wait. I got some visitors, but just hold on, guys. Guys, I coming back right now. 1 minute. What are you doing online? Hi, sweetie. How are you, Boo? Oh, don't worry. Auntie ain't got nothing. Trust me. She ain't got a thing. You good? Good stuff. I'm here doing a live show. Yeah. Come back. Oh boy. So I gotta do my life and keep my people abreast. Yes, I got a little visitor. And when you get home, you gotta call me. Because you ain't calling me and talking, and you gotta call me and talk. Okay? I'm almost ready for you. See? If I wasn't doing a live, I would have a little more time to talk. But Auntie doing a little live now. So mommy and call me or pop round tomorrow. Put on your shoes, Mama. Yeah, you can pop right tomorrow. If you want to see her, but you cannot. I don't want to talk to them on the live and do it here. Call when you get home. All right. Yes, guys. Sorry about that. Right. So, Maximus, yes, I said Viagra. This is Niagara. Okay, good. I would tell you. What's up, buddy? That's all good stuff. I would tell you where you can get these things from, y'all women. Even, and I'm gonna tell you something too, ladies. If y'all sex drive is a little low or whatever too, look, you can still use these too. I use mine for my purposes, but you can still do that. Oh gosh, I gotta go. Give me a minute. I gotta plug in the computer. Oh yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I can tell y'all where y'all can get that thing from. My computer is running low, so this just bear with me. Just bear with me. I just want to plug it in. Yeah, y'all got time home so we can listen. Right. So as I was saying, so yes, here for us ladies. I mean, well, yeah, us ladies. If you guys want to, you could use this here. Yeah, if you have low, because another condition too that y'all men might not understand. Thank you, Julie. Endometriosis. Yeah, you think about it. I know the word, but it's get tight tongue. Yes. Hi, Tony. The thing about it is that but sometimes with I'll tell you this is a very serious thing. Huh? One of the problems that us females face when we have underlying conditions such as the fibroids, the endometriosis, and other things, to other feminine issues, sometimes it affects our sex drive. It affects us. Okay, so I'm just saying I take these because of my fibroids and balancing of the hormones. But if you know that you are married, I am not promoting nobody that out there so flirting around with an outside woman or outside man and wanna no. If you're married and you are an adult and you are in a responsible relationship and you have a low sex drive, this here is very good for you. Okay? I did not buy mine because of that. Remember what I told you all. Okay. Okay. Um so basically what you right. So I was talking about I just got a little distracted there. Someone just sent me a message. So I am saying that you do not have to like just appreciate your partners. Do not sometimes it might as though the grass is greener over there, but it might seem as though the grass is greener, but you got to appreciate who you have, because sometimes a lot of women put on shows in the beginning. A lot of women put on a lot of shows in the beginning, and they will pretend as though there would be the best thing since sliced bread for you. And when you realize it, that woman ain't nothing compared to what you thought she was. So do not be out there so telling yourself because that at night she just rubbed down and she got the different information in her knee and she got all these ailments. Do not be out there so only thinking about sex, but you gotta think about you're not just in a relationship just for sex. I don't know about you guys, but relationship is also about companionship. It is about, that companionship between two persons. It's not only about sex. Sex plays a role. It should not take over, though. It plays an important role, but it should never take over. So sometimes I find that is what we do, is that we kind of like, we magnify it and we glorify sex so much in a relationship that when there's an ailment with a partner, everything shuts down. So there's no more love. There's no more attention. All of a sudden, you just want to be out hanging with your friends. You want to stay away. No. Okay? No. Yes, Tanya, it builds your sex drive. Yeah. Hi, June. Yes. So a man, that is what this life was about, to let you know that women have there are a lot of feminine issues that women go through, and you making her feel insecure is not going to help. You making her feel insecure about her body is not going to help. Okay? Sometimes y'all men, y'all play such a role in making us women feel so horrible. Like, for instance, you have your wife or you have your girlfriend, and you realize that, all right, she might be home, she might be on sick leave or something. You realize that her hair and look, the hair what doing. You know that you will go and look at another woman here that look real good and admire that woman and compliment that woman. And you know that some of y'all wives home with her hair what doing? Who agree with me? Who can understand what I just said? You have to let home drums beat loudest. Take care of your partner at home. I'm not even telling you to go there and take care of a woman. But what I'm saying is that sometimes we admire people, right? And we might say, but I like how she just got her hair. You might be in a workplace. We have mixed workplaces. So you're in a workplace with both men and female. So you might say, but I like how this look. You might admire a female, and because we do things innocently. I want to say that it is not that you're promiscuous. It is not that you want to cheat or anything like that. But sometimes you do admire things about a person. Yes, sometimes you do admire things about a person, and that person might very well be working with you, and you might say, "But I like how when she got in skirts, her calves is look. I like how she got those big calves. It's just this is just a random something." You might say, my mother from New York is calling me. Mom, I call you back. So you might say that. You might say, but I admire her. But guess what? You would not realize that your wife have the same nice big calves. You know what you're realizing it? Because sometimes we take each other for granted in relationships. So if you see that your wife, if you are going out there and complimenting other people on how they dress, and it means that that's what you like, that's what you're attracted to. So why not incorporate that into your relationship? And why not just surprise her? Or you ladies, you can surprise him too. Because I don't want to be biased. I really don't want to be biased. But my blogs are mainly for women. But I don't want to be biased. It's vice versa. You women out there, sometimes we just look at men. Don't come on this page and tell me when I don't do it. Do not tell me. Sometimes I am on Facebook. And sometimes there are people who post these things, with these models that, and sometimes your eyes will be like, wow, that's what we do. It is natural things that we do. Even in your workplace, you might see someone and they might dress really nice. They might smell really nice. There are things that out of human nature. Right, Tanya? Yeah, you're in June. Try well, woman. Tanya, I have that. I have it. I tried that. I tried the well woman. Tanya, if I show you all, on top of my cupboard, I have a lot of stuff that I do. I tried that one. That's okay too, because that actually having a lot of vitamins and a lot of different things. Yeah. But yeah, what I was saying is that, we naturally admire people. It's not because we want to be in a relationship with people, but what that can be sometimes be so tricky, because sometimes you might find yourself over admiring somebody. So you might go to work and you might say, but I admire she looks so nice though, and like when she passes, she smells so nice. Guess what? Go and buy your wife a perfume. Ask the same woman, what cologne that you wearing? What fragrance is that? And when she tell you, go and buy your wife it. Keep your relationship, keep stability in your relationship. Correct, Lisa? Oh, correct. Right. Keep that stability in your relationship. Women, it's the same thing. You're gonna look at a man, and you looking at this man. He passed, and the hair all nice and do nice cut and everything. He dressed real nice and everything. When you get home now, you turn the key, you realize that your husband or your boyfriend, his hair in there like he went to the barber in 2 weeks. You will win and tell you hair look real bad. When you shave, No, don't say when you can shave. Say, you see, we got, and there's also ways that we have to communicate with our partners. We are all very sensitive sometimes to how we speak to each other. For me, I find that naturally I am a person, I am very sensitive in what I tell people. Because I am an introvert and I'm an empath, I like, I kind of like dissect my words before I dish them out sometimes. Sometimes if I'm angry, I might not filter it. But like if I'm having a rational conversation with you, I am very careful of the tone that I use. But the plus is good. The plus is good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that Tanya and June had a conversation. Tanya is a nurse, so she knows well. I'm glad that my Facebook has a diversity of all different persons that, even if I say something wrong, she can correct me. But moving on from that, what I am saying here is that, you know, you gotta understand each other in relationships. I am not a relationship expert. Let me just make that disclaimer again too. But let me tell you why I just be so like into relationships now, right? I can tell you why. I made a lot of mistakes in my time. I gave the wrong persons chances, and not just that, but I find that for me as a person, my maturity in the way that, as I told you, I had daddy issues. So I had a lot of underlining issues that caused me to not be so, I would more, I would be very sensitive. So if you tell me something, I can say what's on my mind. I can just tell you what it is and I can tell you to, I ain't interested in you no more. Leave, go along. But it's not that I was saying leave and go along because I want you. I did not know how to effectively communicate. And I did not know that sometimes my words can be a little harsh. Up to this day, I am always, people correct me. And they say, even my son is correct me. He said, Mommy, sometimes how you bring over something might seem a little harsh. So I am still learning how to be, I don't want to say blunt, but how to be the word that I'm looking for. You can still be direct, but you don't have to be so, you don't have to hurt each other's feelings. So if you come home and you see that your spouse, and sometimes one of the things that another thing I always practice is that I have this thing that when I see a man and on the road, on the streets, whatever, even if he's in his working field, whatever. I have this thing, especially I really, really feel that us women have dropped the ball when it comes to like certain men in certain jobs. Like for instance, let me try to explain what I'm saying. Don't get offended, nobody. There are some men who are in a lot of jobs that cause for a lot of vitality. Like you might be in a job, you might be like a painter, you might be a carpenter, you might be a tradesman, so to speak, or you might even be in the army, or you might be like jobs that detail a lot of like hard labor work and a lot of like being in the sun and stuff like that. I find that whenever I see a man, like if I see a joiner or a mason or a tailor and like, and I feel that women should take care of them like extra. I might be wrong, but I feel you should take care of everybody. But I find that there are some jobs, to be quite honest, that men work harder than some. Because there are some jobs, let's say for instance, in the medical field, a doctor is in his office, it's an air conditioned office. He's not in the sun. But yes, what is being worked is this up here. And his eyes, okay, and his hands. But when you are dealing now with a carpenter or a mason, a tailor, or any of that, they're actually out there in the sun. And I find that sometimes some women, we drop the ball in that when that man comes home from that hard day's work, you ain't got that food prepared for that man. So all of these are, so that's why I am not a relationship expert. But what I can tell you is that I have dropped the ball on so many different occasions that I could say this, I could afford to say no. I telling you, y'all see me cooking now, right? There are times where if I have a partner, I would prefer to bring in something for him to eat than to cook. So that's how we drop the ball. But guess what? That man wants your home cooked food. He doesn't want you to stop at Chicken Barn and bring up a snack box. Okay? So when your partner is out there working so hard, the least that us women could do is make sure we give that man a good plate of food. A good plate of food. Yep, especially if there's a man that takes care of his home. You should not be home on the phone when the man come home, you on the phone, cackling out with your girlfriends, having a ball with your girlfriends, and that poor man ain't getting anything to eat. That man works so hard in the sun. Okay, even a taxi driver, if we're going to go into different professions, even like a taxi driver, think about it. He's up and down, up and down, up and down the whole day. He's tired. Driving is making you tired, you know. And you mean to tell me that when he comes home, he's not going to have a proper meal? You know, so these are things that I find that, you know, we drop the ball with. This is when our life is going to end now. But yeah, guys, ladies, let's be the support that we are supposed to be to each other, because we are supposed to have a balanced ratio. You're not supposed there's not supposed to be an off balance. So it's not like you want him to be good to you, but you ain't good to him. You got to be good to him too. My sister and I were having a conversation. This is the one in New York the other day, and she said to me, she said, Lisa, I realized that you to say things like, she said, one of the things that you say that I find that is, she said she don't like it, but I tell her, well, sis, you know, that's my opinion, you know, because everybody does have their own opinion. But I was saying, I like when two hands can clap. So I like the fact that if I'm in the kitchen cooking, you could go and do the vegetables. Or I like the fact that if I'm there preparing a meal, peel the potatoes. So it takes two hands to clap. It really does take two hands to clap. So that's just my thing. I am not a relationship expert, but these are common sense things. You don't have to have a PhD to understand things. What you have to do is be somebody that sits down and analyzes what you want in your life and what you expect out of your relationship. But you cannot be being on the receiving end, and you're not giving. It does not work that way. A lot of good relationships broke up because of bad communication. I'm guilty. Because of bad communication, because of taking each other for granted. You know, sometimes I find, I don't want to seem too biased here, but I find that women, it's a bit insulting to see that women now are more the independent ones. And a lot of men feel really proud to know that they can say, oh, my wife, you know she buy that. My wife got this here, she got that here, yeah. Men, y'all should be feeling proud about this, but you should be. Don't become so proud that you step back and watch her do everything. Okay? Don't become that complacent. You in a relationship, you have to have two persons. You might not understand. You might not like your partner doing something because that job takes him away at night, and you would rather him to be in, you know, at night with you, y'all cuddling and stuff like that. But guess what? Every job is not a 9 to 5. And if that's what your partner chose as a profession, you need to respect it and you need to understand it. You need to know, us women, we need to know that this is what we signed up for. So if you met a man, he might be a karaoke DJ, so you know most DJs work at night. He might be a taxi driver. Most of them, sometimes to make that extra dollar, you gotta work at night. He might be a minibus driver. He has to be out there on the road. He might come in at a certain time. You know? If you know that you went into that relationship knowing these things, don't be out there so complaining. Don't be out there complaining. Because that's what you signed up for. But you have to understand that every job is not a 9 to 5. So you have to respect the profession that he is in. And when he comes home, the least that you could do instead of WhatsApping your girlfriends and when doing all kind of chats is to have that meal ready for that man. Guys, these are the things that I am going to practice. Okay? Because I am not going to sit here and preach it to you guys and I'm not doing it. I have dropped the ball on relationships that I have been in, not the one with the husband though. I dropped the ball with he dropped the ball with me. Anyway, but we dropped the ball and sometimes we don't want to admit that we dropped the ball. Some of us have some good men, but we don't treat them right. And we take a lot for granted. We take a lot for granted because he's not a cheating man. We take a lot for granted. But some of us have some good men. And we need to take care of them a little more. And vice versa. Men, you guys have some good women out there. And you need to take care of them a little more. You need to stop taking them for granted. You need to understand that a female's body goes through a little more. So if she does not want sex tonight, you don't be vexed with her. If her body, if she has a little weight, she put on a little weight, you do not need to keep telling her, that dress, can't see that dress too tight. You don't need to do that. You do not need to do that. Okay? It must be a balance. I hope that this was very informative to some of you. I can see, hi, Nikki. I see, and Sharon. Sharon, you laughing at me? Sharon, I telling the truth, Guys, I am telling the truth about the things that I'm saying. This is real. The thing about it, Tanya, a 3-day grace period, I agree with you. And June, the dryness, yes, I agree with you. And Tanya, am I correct in what I said earlier? Is that the comment with replying to what I said earlier about some of y'all men running down our menstrual cycle? Is that it? Because I am telling y'all sometimes, yes, you all run us down, but we do not like it. I got news flash for you guys. We don't like it. Let us have our cycles in peace and let it end in peace. Okay? So if Tanya, if that's what you were talking about, yes, I'm glad that somebody agrees with me because it is the truth. It is the truth. It is what it is. Guys, I thank you so much. Angela, you coming in too late. Or were you on all the time? Because I have not been scrolling up to see some of the comments. So if I have not answered, I am talking and I'm more looking at the camera, but I'm not looking at the comments. So don't think that I am ignoring anybody's comments or questions or anything like that. It's just that I'm talking, I'm speaking, but I'm looking at the camera. So yes, I can see that. Hi, Sharon. I can see that some of you would have said some comments there. I'm now seeing that. Yes, a lot of us women, we have dropped the ball. Another thing before I go, another thing that we have dropped the ball onto, some of us want some good lashes because we think that because we are in a relationship for over 5 years, we think that we do not have to still keep ourselves intact. No. You have to still maintain yourself and let him see you the same way he saw you when he first met you and he was trying to chase after you. So what I am saying is this. Stop putting the curlers in your hair and going to bed. I'm very serious. I do not do that. Stop putting those curlers in your hair. I would give the silk scarf a pass and the satin cap. I would give it a pass. But you see this thing with that curlers in the hair and stuff like that. And some of y'all, when y'all go to the salons, oh my gosh. When I'm gonna go to the salons, I'm gonna got these new hairdos. Let me tell you something. That guy ain't getting no sex at all because you ain't at this all get interrupt. We are dropping the ball, women. We are dropping the ball. We are dropping the ball. You also cannot expect. I said this in a video blog I did a while ago. You cannot. You want to keep your man attracted to you. Keep him attracted to you. So it means that you're constantly always changing. You're always buying new undergarments. If when a player can't understand when they say undergarments because he's speaking a little thing, undies, underwear. We as women, constantly, you should be refreshing your underwears. No man wants to go to bed with a woman, and when he looks and she takes off her clothes, a big hole is in that underwear. That is not sexy. That is not. No, no, no. So if you know that you have undies that you had for about 3 years, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Go and buy some nice ones. Stop dropping the ball. You're dropping the ball. We ladies certain. Some people go to bed with clothes on. Some people wear nightgowns. Some people wear lingeries. Some people wear shorty pajamas. I personally like shorty pajamas. I don't know why I don't like to sleep naked. I just don't like to sleep naked. But some people like to wear shorty pajamas. I wear shorty pajamas. But not old fashioned shorty pajamas, okay? But there are some of us who go and we buy these nighties that we had that, when you're going into hospital, like back in the old time days, you used to go to like Woolworth and certain stores and you used to buy these maternity night gowns. And some of y'all still wearing some of these things to bed. Y'all can't tell me that y'all don't do that. I feel some of y'all still wearing these things to bed. But no, you cannot do that. You're dropping the ball. You want to keep him attracted to you? My lady, those nightgowns is for when you go in to the hospital and you need to be fully covered. When you have your partner, your husband, or your mate, your spouse, you need to go to bed looking as attractive as ever. I am not wrong in saying this. This is, look, if it's one thing I believe, and as I said this already in the thing, put on some nice, I ain't say to go and put on Gucci or Obsession or Perry Ellis. I'm not saying to go and put on all this strong fragrance because for peace sake, the man might got sinuses, okay? But what I'm saying is that sometimes you can add a little body splash, a little bath of Victoria's Secret. Splash it. You understand me? When you're going to bed, I don't expect us to be going to bed with Vicks rub down, Vicks and menthol. And I know a good friend of mine. Sometimes I was guilty of it too, but I don't do it with partners. We women like to smell an inhaler, and we like to have our concoctions in our little bottles with Vicks, menthol, crystals, and all of these things. We like to do that. Listen to me. Take it off of the bed head. Take it off of the bed head. He does not, because you know what's happened. You got it there on the bed head, and you rubbing that. You get it in midnight, and you swallow up. Or before you go to bed, before y'all turn off, you let you swallow up. But that smell gonna be on you. You think the man wants to smell Vicks and menthol on you on his wife? No. Stop dropping the ball. Stop dropping the ball. Come on, man. Stop it. Leave certain things for when you are out away from your partner. But you see this Vicks and menthol thing and going to bed rub up with this thing here, so talking about. No, Lord, it's a very funny thing because I am not saying that if the knee hurting you, that you're supposed to go to bed pain. But just don't let it be a one-off. Don't let it be every night, man, that you go to bed these nighties. Y'all know the nighties I talking about? Some of them had like frills and things up here. And then we should come with a duster. Those are not the things for you to be going to bed with. Not in this day and age. There are too many nice lingeries out there. There are too many nice what do you call them? Shorty pajamas out there that look really nice. You could still look a little weird in them. No, don't do it. Do not do it, ladies. Do not do it. And if possible, like for me, if possible, you could like when you're going to bed and you're going to bed with your husband or your wife or your partner, there's not a man. Don't think that y'all owe this to because some of y'all too just do a lot of things. Don't play that. Want to rub it down neither and come into bed neither because we don't want to smell y'all smelling like that. Furthermore, you guys smell like alcohol. So you know what? Go and brush your teeth and make sure everything's in place. Don't come around me smelling like vodka. You understanding? A lot of things turn off people in relationships and they do not say anything. Am I wrong? A lot of things turn off people in relationships and they do not say anything. Ladies, Men, pay attention to your hygiene. Some of y'all play a talking, but you don't put on roll on. Listen to me. I could be wrong. Sue me if I'm wrong, but I just gotta put on roll on my arms when I go to bed at night. When I take my shower, I have to make myself look nice. And even if I do not put on roll on, let me put on some sauce splash under there. Because yes, we don't really perspire at night as much. But do not, if you have a high offensive perspiration, don't be coming to bed next to me, all sweaty, and then expecting me to roll over and hug you and kiss you. No, 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 no. Stop dropping the ball. Stop dropping the ball. Take care of your hygiene, women. Okay? Take care of your hygiene. Men, same thing for you. You went and you ate that fish cutter. You went and you ate that fish sandwich. And you went and you wash up your mouth with water only. Goggle. Spit in the sink. Wash down the sink. And you come into bed because you know what? You don't feel like brushing your teeth tonight. But I want you to know that when you don't feel like brushing your teeth tonight, I want you to know that that wife, or vice versa, ladies, that man is there and he got to smell your breath because he might come to kiss you. And what he gonna smell? Tell me what is he gonna smell? Tell me what is he going to smell? Not your fish breath. That's a turn off. You drop the ball. Okay. Some of us might have, some people have bad breath, not just because of what they would have ate before they stepped into bed, but some people naturally, sometimes when you want detoxing, your stomach, right? Sometimes your gut needs cleaning and it comes up and you can smell it through your nose. Or sometimes you can smell it. And if people have sinuses, they have bad sinus drips. I'm not trying to be offensive here, but if some people have bad sinus drips, it can give them a little offensive breath. So what I'm saying to you, there are certain things that you might not control, but what I'm saying to you, suck a little mint or do something. Go and take Listerine and goggle. Do something before you come to bed. But do not come to bed knowing and be offensive with your orders. Don't be offensive with your orders. These are things that turn off people in relationships, and people do not say anything. They might not say anything, but these things are very offensive. Y'all ladies, when y'all home, still look nice when you're home. I am not telling you to put on lipstick and put on foundation and everything, but at least have some sort of feminine, niceness to you. Don't be out there so in the big t-shirt and y'all like to wear these we call them house dresses. If the guy is not there and you want to wear your house dress for comfort, wear your house dress. You are with your partner, your wife. Can I suggest something to you? Keep it spicy. Go and get a nice little short pants and put on your short pants. Go and buy a nice leggings and wear through the house. And I'm speaking to Christian relationships too. Yes, I'm speaking to all relationships. Do not be in that house with this big house dress on and it got in a hole here. Go. You have your nice leggings. You have your nice short pants, and then you walking up and down through the house and he looking at you. And so you keep it spicy into your relationship though. Yes. I've had persons that I know, and this has really hurt me too. I have had persons that I know, to show you guys how much pressure that we are under as women. Like some women, when we have children, it's obvious that yes, we have the stretch marks, but some of us, we are not as blessed to have those boobs still perky up in there, I want y'all to stop thinking that everybody is the Baywatch model. Everybody is not the Baywatch model, and you gotta love a woman even if she's not the Baywatch model. Okay? No, Baywatch, the picture that we used to write with Pamela, whoever she named, right? Lee or something like that. Great. So what I'm saying is that I know of someone, and she gave me this story and it hurt me. And she said to me that she was dating a guy for a number of years. And every night she would go to bed and she would still be wearing her bra. She would be in her bra. And she said to me, I said, She said Lisa is not, and she said all he telling me is you're taking that off. But she said that it because he was constantly like admiring women and like talking about how nice women's breasts look. So she said she became so aware, of how hers was, that she did not want to take off her bra. So she would actually be having sex in a bra. She would actually be going to bed in a bra every night. I said to her, let me tell you something. Even if those things drop and then thing, and I mean, Perky, sweetheart, take off that here. He is to love you, and he's to understand that your body has been through a process. Your body has been through stuff. Some women, their genes is impeccable and much don't happen to them. But you have to appreciate that there are some women who things will start to go a little, your breast ain't gonna be up there. It's not going to be. So men, I'm saying that because sometimes you guys put so much pressure on us that you don't realize that these are pressures. So, learn to compliment your wife, compliment your spouse, and make them feel good, and so that they won't so insecure, because insecurity dampens sex. Yes, insecurity dampens sex. So you will find that your partner is not open. And when I say open, she's not like open to try new things in the bedroom. She's not even being herself, because she can't be herself because she is insecure. She's insecure, right? So yeah, I hope that this was informative. I just thought that I would have shared this with you guys today. I would normally do it in a pre-recorded forum, but my phone is the space. I don't have any more space, so that's why I had to do the live. But I'm very glad. I'm glad that I had some interaction with you guys with the live. And you can always go back and go over it again when the live is ended. You can still go over it and listen to some points that maybe some of you that came in late would have missed and stuff like that. But guys, let's stop dropping the ball and let me do what we could do to save our relationships, because really and truly, they've got some good men out there and they've got some good women out there. Look, the people that we be looking at sometimes, the men worth it, they don't really be worth it. They only look good in the flesh. But you see in here, and that's another thing too, a lot of us ladies pay a lot of emphasis on the face too. But sometimes when you get to realize that person is a nasty person, a greedy, selfish individual. So let's work on our inner so that it shows on the outer, or let's work on the inner so that we can become even more attractive on the outside. I love you guys, and I thank you so much for being on the live with me. Have a good day. Stay indoors. Do not go outside if you don't have to. Guys, I love you. Thanks for having me in your home. Bye.